Good looks fool you, I'm just a scientist. It's an absolute pleasure to be here today. And it's funny, I hear this music blaring as I came out again. And I'm not a music person at all. In fact, whenever I hear music, it actually makes me feel a little nervous. I'm going to tell you a little story here. And I'm going to embarrass my wife, who's sitting here in the front row. As if being married to me for 15 years is an embarrassment enough. When we were first married, I led my wife to believe I was much cooler than I am. I hid the bow ties, hid the textbooks, and she decided to take me to a punk rock concert. Now, my wife is a snowboarding fanatic. She was cool, still is cool. And so we go to this punk rock concert. I have no idea who this band is. And at 6'4", I am a fish out of water with all these punk rock people. And so they are much shorter than I am. And as you can imagine, as you look across the audience of individuals there listening to this band, here's this lone 6'4" person standing out in the midst of them, trying to fit in. And all of a sudden, here comes a crowd surfer. And in the middle of this ocean is a scientific buoy just sitting there like this. And before you know it, all of a sudden, one of his shoes, boots, whatever punk rockers wear, steel plated, pegged boot, whatever it might have been, hit me right in the face. I didn't even see it coming. I got knocked out cold. And this is where the story really gets interesting. Apparently, an EMT or somebody saw me get knocked out. Again, we were only married a few months. And he dragged me out from the group, and he's on top of me, trying to revive me, I guess. As I'm starting to come to, I don't think he's an EMT. I think I'm getting piled on by somebody right in the concert. So I start pushing him, fighting him off. The next thing you know, he's called the police over thinking I'm tripping on drugs. That night, I showed my wife my bow tie collection and said, "I'm not the man you thought I was." Let's set something straight here. I will tell you all about the Pythagorean theorem, genetic codes, and a variety of other things, but I will never go to another concert again. And so when I hear that music coming, oh man, I'm sitting here waiting for somebody to hit me in the face. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with you all today. And it's an absolute honor to follow such men of ethics and values as Ryan Palmer and Jaron Dastrup, and our Vice President Mark and Kyle Castile. You know, I'm not gonna lie, they went over time a little bit, and I'm the last speaker today. And so here's this thing counting down. That's right. We're not gonna pay attention to that today. I got something very important to talk to you about. What we're going to do today, but before I get done, actually I'm going to turn this back around. You guys are going to realize I went way over. Before I begin, I want to say thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you in this room. Well, because what we have done is we have created a revolution that has shaken the earth. Think about this. All of a sudden now, there's thousands and hundreds of thousands of people at home realizing that they have control of their health, they have control of their destiny, that the future of their health, wealth, and happiness isn't some game of luck and chance. Ultimately, they have control of it. And as we dive more and more into understanding the power of natural products, more and more people are inspired by this movement that is created by each and every one of you. And so I want to take just a few moments and say thank you for your passion, your belief, your vision, and most importantly, your hope of what is to come. Because we are absolutely changing the world. This isn't a collection today of thousands of people hoping to do something average with their lives and create some average movement. Our president and CEO said absolutely, this is a revolution against the status quo, against the average. And what we have today are people that understand that each and every one of you, deep inside of you, is something much more than status quo, much more than average. And as we come together today in what is another monumental event, we reignite our passion and our love for what the next year holds. Thank you. And it's funny, as a scientist, I never thought this day could happen. Many times, some of the greatest discoveries go unannounced for centuries. And I want to really thank you for being a part to where I can see my passion, my vision of improving the health and wellness across the globe come to fruition. And it's all of those home parties, it's all of those discussions, it's all of those phone calls, it's all of those things that you are doing that are going against the fear that's telling you not to. Because no revolution ever happened by cowering to fear. Revolution is a stand